Right, tonight we're going to talk about some MRS systems, the fundamental knots you can use in your MRS systems. What you're going to need is a couple of carabiners, a pulley, and a prusik cord. Now, the prusik cord is completely down to your preference. Some people like them long, some people like them short. But let's have a look at some of these knots. So, first up on our list is the VT. Let's have a look how we tie this. Right, so we're going to start with the VT. So we grab our eye to eye. We're going to leave a little bit of leg on that. First of all, we're just going to put some wraps down the rope. Now you can do different amounts of wraps, but today I'm going to go with 4. We've got a 75 centimetre prusik eye to eye. So we've done our 4 wraps. Now this leg is going to come underneath that leg. We're just going to balance them up, because we want these eyes to meet up. And then on the back, this leg will go underneath that leg. So let's have a look at that. And there we go, we've got our VT created. We slide it up, we're just going to test it. Make sure it bites. And we're happy with that. So that's the VT. Next on our list is the catalyst. Let's have a look how we tie this one. So we're going to take our eye to eye again, and we're going to bring it round the back. Now I like to leave a little bit of leg here. We have a long leg here. The rope's going to come underneath that leg and go up. Now we've just got the rope like this. We're going to create our wraps. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th, we then come down. So that loop that we've got there, we want to come in from underneath that, and that will create our knot. We test it, and that is the catalyst. Next up on the list is the distal. Let's have a look how we're going to tie this one. So let's have a look. We've got our eye to eye. We're going to put a wrap around the back here, reasonably short again. And we're going to come round the back of it once again with the longer leg. Now, we're going to wrap this longer leg round and round, but we're going to want to dress it as we do it, otherwise we'll end up with 2 long legs. So let's just get that tighter, and then we're just going to keep wrapping. Now, like I said before, you can change the amount of wraps on this to whatever length of cord you're using, or if you think it's a little bit bitey. So that comes back under that leg there, and that's the distal. The next on the list is the swarbish. Let's have a look how we tie this one. Right, so we're going to take our leg, we're going to have that little leg again. This time, we're going to wrap round the back. And like the distal, you saw the distal, I went the opposite way. This way, we're going to go the same way with the wraps. So it kind of looks like a prusik, but you have more wraps at the top than the bottom. So this is where we start wrapping. We wrap round, wrap round, wrap round. If you need a little bit of length, just tighten it up and dress it. And that's the swarbish. So let's test the knot. Yep, we're happy with that. And that's the swarbish. Next up on the list is the canut. Let's have a look how we tie this one. Right, so the canut is a little bit like the catalyst, but without one extra twist in it. So let's have a look at it. We're going to put a little length at the end there, and we're going to create our half hitch. And from there, we're going to now work our way up the rope, wrapping, as we have done before. I'm going to go probably with that amount of wraps today. And instead of like the catalyst, it went out underneath and up, this just goes straight down through that gap. And that's the canut created. Let's check it bites. We're happy with that. And she's sliding. That's the canut. Last but not least, the Michoacan Hitch. Let's have a look how we tie this one. So we've got our eye to eye. What we're going to do is we're just going to leave a bit of leg there. We're not going to come round it this time. We're going to just wrap straight up. So I think I'll put 4 wraps in this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to lay that over the top. See how we've laid that final leg over the top of this one? We're going to give that first leg a little bit more length, I think. So they kind of marry up. Right, from there, this leg comes underneath. And then this leg comes underneath. Once this leg's underneath, the loop that's created from the top leg, we're going to shove the bottom leg through that. And that's your Michoacan Hitch. Check it bites. Yep, she's biting. Happy with that. And that's your Michoacan Hitch. Right, so there's a few hitches there for you to have a play with, see if you like them. It's taken me years and years and years to come across knots that I really enjoy. Personally, mine would be the Catalyst, but you know, the VT, I was on it for a long, long time, and I was on the Distel for a while. So try them out. You can try them on your lanyard, you can try them on your climbing kit. Biggest bit of advice I can give you is try tying them, try climbing in them, because that will give you the best experience of where you could use them if you prefer them on your lanyard or in the tree. Obviously, all the gear's in the shop and the rope's always hanging up. So if you do want to come in on a Saturday morning or something, when you're not at work, and play around and see what you think will suit your climbing ability, do that. But hopefully this video's helped you out, and that can help some people out that are starting off in the industry. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Thanks for your time. Give us a little like, and we'll speak to you soon. Cheers.